season right near the halfway point. What better time to check in and see what rookies have helped their teams the most and how they stack up in the rookie race as they all vie for Rookie of the Year. He's a ways down the ladder if the award was given out today, but there's still time in this season for him.
And he hasn't been quite as quick as some of the other first-year guys in terms of settling in, but I think he's just about to come into his own.
It certainly looks that way to me, too. And you can see he's not as intimidated as he may have been those first few times he stepped between the lines.
A look at the Magic starting group. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. And for Indiana, Luke Mbah-a-Moute out there with Robert Covington. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Brown in at the 2.
And this Pacers franchise, 6 ABA championships, but none so far in the NBA.
Well, Greg, they haven't been there very much, right? Their only finals trip came back in 2000. It took a Lakers squad led by Shaq and Kobe to 6 games. But ever since, they've been chomping at the bit to try to get back.
Brown against Fournier. Pass to Gordon. He kicks it to Fultz. Now Fournier. Pass to Vucevic. 4 on the shot clock. Top of the key, Isaac. The shot, no good. So the Pacers will take it the other way. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
And on paper, you'd call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
Well, beautiful stroke from Jaylen Brown. Crucial moving forward that he shoot it well from the perimeter.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now, here's Fournier, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And Indiana called for the foul. The Magic shooting their first free throws of the night. Well, every year, Doris, despite the expert predictions, there are always big surprises. Some things that come out of the blue, or they're fun to watch.
We tend to use that word expert lightly because you never know, despite collections of talent, who's going to work well together, who develops their chemistries, what injuries play a part in a particular season. Are there mid-season trades that sort of maybe change the chemistry and the makeup of a particular roster? So, listen, predictions, take them with a grain of salt. You never know how an NBA season might play out.
And that's why we love the regular season so much. Long, yes, but so many different twists and turns along the way.
No doubt.
And you look at the 2018 All-Star season for Oladipo, Doris. What was the development in his game that you saw that took him to the next level?
I think probably the part that made him almost unguardable is his willingness to shoot threes off the dribble. That deep threat, that willingness to space the floor and use the dribble drive to enhance that is probably what put him over the edge.
Now, here's Fultz. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Miami. Here is Mbah-a-Moute, and he lays it up and in.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
It's stolen by Oladipo. Isaac with the steal. High, arcing shot, and it's Ayton with the rebound.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Brown. Covington trying to break free, and it's Brown missing. The Magic trailed by 4. And here is Isaac. Outside Fournier. Sinks the triple. Fournier's got 5 points so far.
Well, you love the shooter's mentality that Evan Fournier possesses, thinking of pulling up before he even makes the catch.
On its way from Oladipo for 2. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Now, that's a bad shot until it goes through the net.
Now, here's Fultz. Defense right on him. The shot's good.
Well, make no mistake, Markelle Fultz, because of his athletic burst, can score on the interior. That's nicely done.
David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Steve Clifford. Dave, what do you have to say?
Thanks, Kevin. I expect this to be an inside-out kind of game. This team has a lot of shooters who can really get going once they hit a few. We'll see if they can get on a roll from out there. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You know, hard to create spacing without the threes. Now Isaac, after Robert Covington missed from long range.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Now, here's Oladipo, guarded by Fultz with the fadeaway. Ayton kicks to Mbamute. Covington passes to Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Oladipo, good on the 13-footer. He's got 6.
But you give the defense a lot of different looks. In the mid-range, Victor Oladipo, very comfortable.
Fournier against Brown. Fournier finds Gordon. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's guarded closely. And it's Brown missing.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
This guy has great agility at his position. Jonathan Isaac's so fluid when he's driving to the cup.
Here's Brown. The Magic getting the bucket. Covington passes to Mbamute. Oladipo outside. From the arc. Good on the triple. Oladipo's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Here's Fultz. Kicks it out to Gordon. Takes a 3. The Pacers pull it in. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Fournier against Brown. Mbamute inside. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
So for the Magic, Ross is checked in for Evan Fournier, and DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. Now Oladipo, after Robert Covington missed from long range. And now, here comes Augustine, leading the break. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
And with a moment, let's check out the stats for Vucevic. Last season, he played outstanding. Last season, put up about 21 points a game, 12 rebounds and 4 assists. And he brings it for them every game on the offensive end.
Well, I think you can tell he relishes this role, being the catalyst on the offensive end, night in and night out.
Aminu kicks to Augustine. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Pass to Covington. Over Augustine. Covington with the bucket. And the Pacers lead by 3.
Since Covington has arrived in the league, he has come such a long way in his overall game. Great interior work there.
Now here is Augustine. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Isaac's got 7 points.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
Oladipo against Augustine. Oladipo misses. Orlando's gone 3 of 7 from 3-point range in the first quarter. Unable to get that one. Good D by Covington. Indiana's gone a meager 1 of 6 from 3-point land since we got started tonight. And Oladipo kicks to Covington. And there's the pass to Ayton. The kick out to Oladipo. 6 to shoot. It's hauled in by the Magic. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
We talk about multiple efforts on the defensive end, and I thought, boy, that was good old-fashioned focus, team effort. What a win.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. If you were coaching, Doris, and you could run your offense through any center in the game, and let's take guys that are playing right now because we can go back in history. The names are endless. But who would you run your offense through at that position?
Probably a guy that the casual NBA fan is not as knowledgeable about as they should be, Kevin, and that's Nikola Jokic. This is a young, early 20-year-old who may be the best passer out of the post position that we've seen in a generation. Jokic is a guy who can handle the ball from three-point territory. He can take it off the window and initiate your offense. They run him like a point center, and it's appropriate because he's unselfish and gifted as a passer.
Gifted, great word to use, you're right. And so it's Indiana with it. The Magic getting the bucket. Here's Portis. And Bamba pulls it down.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Isaac finds Augustine. Rejected by Young.
Well, terrific reach on the block. Thaddeus Young stretches out well for a big-time rejection.
Out to the right wing. Here's McConnell. Nice shot from the wing. And the Pacers lead by 2.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Pass to Aminu. There's the double team with Lamb. Down low. And Aminu kicks to Isaac. Over Young. The shot, no good. So the Pacers will take it the other way. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
One thing we know, Greg, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
Now here is Augustine. He dishes it to Bamba. Back to Augustine. Ross with a wide open look. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Lamb against Ross. And the shot is good.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Another miss by Orlando.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Young passes to Bitadze. Ross finds Isaac. Pass to Augustine. Feeds it to Bamba. That's in. Augustine with the assist.
And Kev, this is exactly what you expect from DJ Augustine. This is why coaching staffs love him. He makes everyone better.
Now here's McConnell. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York. The kick out to Young. Passes to McConnell. Here's Bitadze, headed by Augustine. And here we go with the Magic fast break. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now the pass to Isaac. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
He is just not taking smart shots out there. A pattern he has fallen into tonight. Outstanding pass on time and on target.
Now here is Augustine. Ross on the wing. The three. The shot. No good. Victor Oladipo getting it done for the Indiana Pacers. Ethan. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Pacers' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
what we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Magic, we've got DJ Augustine, Isaac out there with Aminu, then it's Bamba, and it's Ross in at the shooting guard position. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And a switcher also for Orlando. Fultz is checked in, out to the right wing. Oladipo against Augustine. Here's Fultz. It's rebounded by Indiana. Ayton's got 11 rebounds in the game. And all the tools that made DeAndre Ayton the top pick in the 2018 draft already, Doris, on display at the start of his NBA career.
You know what, Kevin? People wanted to knock DeAndre Ayton for his defense, which wasn't horrific, but they forgot about all the things he can do. Let's remember, he's a great screener in the pick and roll. He can shoot from range. He's got incredible instincts with an incredible physicality to his game. Don't talk about the defense. Ayton too good on the offensive end.
Now, here's Oladipo. Clock at 6. Here's Brown. Bamba with the block.
I'll tell you, the kind of lockdown defender Mo Bamba can be. Send it back, young man.
And with the pace of today's game, transition defense is at a premium.
I don't think anyone was catching him on that play. That is unbelievable.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son Philip was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball. I think he will." Kevin?
Well, DA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report. And Covington sends it back. They retain possession. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down to 6 in the bucket from Ross. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for Indiana. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Here's the floater. And here's Covington from the arc. They grab their own miss. Oladipo against Augustine. Just 5 on the clock. Oladipo draws the double. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
We'll take a look at Brown. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
Now here's Fultz. He's covered by Brown, and it's blocked by Brown.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Now here's Brown. He had 19 points in the win against the Knicks in New York. And that's basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point.
Boy, how impressive is the quickness Jaylen Brown possesses. This guy sprints hard toward the cup on every drive.
Ross on the wing, defended by Covington. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Robert Covington picks one up. And a career high in scoring, Doris, for Terrence Ross last season.
Boy, he thrived in the instant offense role off the bench. This guy unleashed into an aggressive, assertive, shot-hunting scorer. What a season he had. Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Covington wide open. He fires. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
And Fournier kicks to Fultz. Pass to Ross. Clock at 4. Here's Vucevic, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Vucevic has got his first points of the game.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Well, Covington has made himself a viable and legitimate three-point shooter. How about that one?